Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Value Review. Today I'm talking about Nier Automata, uh, and this is specifically the version that's on Nintendo Switch. So, first thing I want to say, this game is priced at $40, and yeah, we'll talk about whether or not that's a fair asking price. So I wanted to kind of show off some of the loading times, stuff like that, so y'all can see how it technically runs on Switch, because I mean, most people by now, Nier Automata is not a new game at this point, so most people know gameplay wise if they're gonna like it, and really will be here for the sake of seeing how it performs on Switch. Um, right off bat, you will see that there's kind of low resolution textures going on here. Um, it's hard to convey it while recording, but there's about half a second of input delay. I will say, that being said, that is, from my general experience, that is a docked mode issue only. This game runs so much better on handheld mode. Um, but yeah, so technically speaking, it does what you would kind of hope for. It gives you the ability to play Nier. I mean, this is a huge game. This is a huge game that honestly probably has no right being on Switch. Uh, just from like, again, how massive this game is. So the fact that they made it work, I would say, is a noteworthy
Let's get
thing. Um, let's see. I want to kind of show off like actual big battle stuff. Ooh, been a while since I've played, so I apologize if I'm rusty. But I think we're coming up on a big battle. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the textures and the resolution stuff doesn't really bother me that bad. It's more this input delay that's really starting to mess with me, because this is actually only my second time playing it undocked. I usually play my Switch handheld when I'm not recording videos for YouTube. Uh, and on handheld, a lot of these issues just don't exist. Obviously, you're still gonna have the texture issues where stuff just looks kind of potato mode. But, I mean, that is what you're getting when you play on Switch. And I mean, people know that. I don't think I'm shocking anyone when I say that Switch doesn't have the best resolution. But I will say, actual frame rate wise, I'm not seeing any dips or anything. So it's really just that input delay that's messing me up. Actual frames wise, it seems to be pretty fine. So, all of this being said, the value is at $40. Do I think this is a good price? Um, yeah, this is about what I would pay for it. I wouldn't pay. I probably wouldn't pay any more than 40 for it. Especially on Switch. Thankfully, I have it on Xbox and PlayStation as well. Don't judge me. I'm a freak. Um, but yeah, I would say $40 is probably a solid price. If you're a little bit hesitant on that, especially with the input delay when it comes to docked mode, uh you might wait for it to go on sale. I know sometimes it goes on sale for probably a decent chunk off. Obviously, since I bought it, I don't get to see that price. But I would say if you're not quite ready to pay the $40, definitely get when it's on sale. It's one of the best RPGs on Switch, in my personal opinion. Um, I'm also just a huge fan of the Nier games in general, so I'm a little bit biased with this. Um, but yeah, before I go, I'll just talk about a little bit of gameplay stuff just for the few people that have lived under a rock and don't know anything. Uh, Nier Automata is a action RPG sci-fi game. So it's you're playing as this android who's investigating these robot attacks on Earth. And the whole point of the game is there's like 26 endings, but you don't get nearly half of the story with just one playthrough. It's all about replayability. So the more you play this game, the more value you're gonna get out of it. Um, but yeah, I it's probably in my top 10 RPGs of all time. I can't recommend it enough. It'll really just come down to the asking price and whether or not you want to get it on Switch or another console. I say on other consoles, it's definitely a must have for any RPG fans at all. Switch, that's kind of gonna be up to you. I could go back eventually and do a review on like Xbox or PlayStation and show it how it's supposed to look. Um, but right now, what I've got connected is my Switch, so I thought it would be a pretty fun review just to show that. So, yeah, $40, I think that's a perfectly reasonable asking price, and that's where I'm locking this one in at. All right, I'll see you guys.